Hi there. Today we're going to work on the single crochet square. In order to do a single crochet square, you're going to want to get any kind of yarn in your crochet hook, and you're going to do the foundation chains depending on size. Say you want to do a 9 by 9 single crochet square, you'll probably start out with about 30 chains. For this video, I'm just going to do 10 so I can show you how to do your single crochets and do more than one row. To start out your chain, you want to do a slip knot. So you just grab the yarn in the middle, you twist it around your finger, and then what you want to do is kind of make that hole, and you grab the yarn and pull through. That then is your slip knot, and you can tighten it up by pulling the yarn on this side. So I'm going to stick my hook in and I'll tighten it up. So I'm going to do 10 single crochets, so I'm going to need 11 chains on my hook. So in order to do a chain, you yarn over your hook, you grab it with the top, and you pull through the loop. So you yarn over and pull through. And you want to get to a point where you can do this nice and smoothly so that your stitches are even. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So let's count them to make sure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we now have 11 chains, and you can tell each chain by the distinct V shape right here, right? Now, most people will do one of probably 2 or 3 things in terms of working into the chain. They'll either go through this top loop right here, which is just one piece of yarn. They'll either go through both pieces, so you're skipping this bottom piece, or through what we call the back loop, which is this little wedge behind it. 99% of the time I just go through the top loop. So most instructions will tell you go single crochet into the second chain from the hook. So in order to do that, this is the first chain and this is the second chain. So I'm going to go into that stitch right there. And to do a single crochet, you're going to insert your hook. You're going to yarn over and grab the yarn and pull it through the loop. So I have 2 loops on my hook. I'm going to then yarn over and pull through both loops. That is 1 single crochet. I am then going to go into the next stitch. So to see that a little bit better, I'm going to stretch this back out. This next lump is my next stitch. So I'm going to stick my needle in, grab the yarn and pull through, yarn over and pull through both loops in the hook. And then into the next stitch. So I'm going to stick my needle in, grab the yarn and pull through, yarn over and pull through both loops on the hook. And we'll just keep doing that all the way down, and make sure you do it 10 times. Now most people have a hard time finding that last stitch, but you'll know it because it's just right before that little knot. And you can always go back and count it. There's a couple different ways you can count it. You can use the top part of the stitch, which is this part right here, which looks a lot like your foundation chain, right? But on the top or on the side. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 10 stitches, which is what I said I wanted to do. Now, to do the next row, most of the instructions will tell you to chain 1 and then turn, or turn and then chain 1. It's 6.5 dozen. You can do it either way. So if I chain 1 and then turn, so I'm turning my work, and I want to make sure I turn it the same direction every time. It will tell me to go into the first stitch. So as you look at these, your first stitch is right here. It's immediately behind. It's actually the last stitch of your last row, which again, if I flip it over, I can see that was this one right here. As I flip it back over, I'm going to go through both loops. When I say both loops, you're going to see that there's my little V on each stitch. I want to go through both this front loop and this back loop. If the instruction said to go into the back loop or the front loop, then I would just do that. So this would be just the back loop. This would just be the front loop. But since it said both loops as a single crochet, I'm going to go through that. I'm going to yarn over and grab some yarn and pull through. And then I'm going to yarn over and pull through both loops on the hook. So I'll do that one more time. I'm going to go into this next stitch, both loops, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through both loops of the hook. Insert into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, into that next stitch, and again, as we start to go through here and the last one gets confusing, this is a stitch right here. So you need to go in it. It'll be a little harder. And to make sure that I've done that right, we're going to count one more time. 1, because this was my first stitch right here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you'll just keep repeating that step over and over again to make your square. Hope this helps. Thanks, guys.